I'm Liz Duplessis, the Instructional Designer in Distance Education at Santa Rosa Junior College. 3 SRJC faculty share how they record whiteboard presentations using apps called ShowMe and Doceri, a ViewSonic display panel, and the World Wide Whiteboard available in Canvas. With these tools, you can create hand-drawn lessons, presentations, and graphics, and save them as images or video screencasts. First, physics faculty Saska Gjorgjievska and chemistry faculty Andrea Chase share whiteboard videos they created with apps on their iPads. Here's a clip from one of Saska's videos using the Show Me Whiteboard app, which she uses to provide extra support to her students beyond the classroom.
That corresponds to the area under the curve. Let me write that. Area under the curve, and not any curve, but under the acceleration versus t curve.
Next, Andrea explains how she uses Doceri on her iPad as a live whiteboard that she simultaneously projects for her class and records as a video screencast. Here's Andrea.
So something that comes up in lecture a lot of times, there's a great question that a student has, but we don't quite have time to finish talking about that. So if I could tell them, I will record working through this problem with all the different steps, and I'm going to put it on Canvas. That way students that still aren't quite getting it could go back to that one topic, because we found out in lecture that it's a little bit more complicated for some of the students than I had anticipated. So it kind of lets me tailor their education that way outside of the classroom. So when you first open Doceri, you open Doceri on your computer, and this little screen comes up to sync your device. So this little screen comes up and you just say, I want to go through a computer. You could also just do your iPad alone if you just want to use it for the whiteboard functions, or if you had your PowerPoint already on your device. So you just go through the computer, and then it actually remembers which computer I have, but if it didn't remember, it would come up with a screen and you would just scan the barcode onto your camera. So it just instantly connects because it remembered my computer. And then from there, you can go over to your PowerPoint and enter into your PowerPoint. So then from there, again, like I was trying to say, you can actually write on your PowerPoint right here. So you just click the little icon that lets you turn it into a whiteboard, and then you can use your slides as a whiteboard.
Experiment. So you could write. I don't really use it for writing. I tend to use it more for showing the mathematical equations. But you can write anything that you want, and then you can just erase it and start over, or you can do anything like that. And then you can exit out of that and continue on with your PowerPoint. So now if I really want them to have really important notes, I can talk about it. I can pause and go back to using my drawing, and I could highlight keywords, which makes it easier, or I could change colors and like circle something, and I can just talk like that. So it's cool for video, especially if you're by yourself and you're talking through something and you want to emphasize it because they don't see your facial expressions. It lets you talk while emphasizing certain things, which is really nice. And so then you can just continue on. I have a little cartoon, so you might spend a little time just kind of playing around with something like that. And then the way I use it, again, is more for the actual problem solving. So I'm going to just skip ahead to a problem solving page. Alright, so here's a problem solving page. So I can read the question with them and write my work as I do it. So what is the percent yield of the following reactions? If 60 grams, so I would just kind of write out what's going on. 60 grams of this substance is heated to give 15 grams of this other substance. So I can talk about it with them. I can show them, okay, so we're going to need to go from grams of one substance to get the theoretical yield. We're going to need to go from grams to moles, and then from moles of one substance to moles of another, and then from there we're going to go back to grams. So I can show them my thought process and illustrate it, and then I can go ahead and start in on showing the actual math equation. And by drawing it with them, they follow along a little bit better. So it kind of slows me down. I tend to be a fast talker, so they really tend to like that slow process of working this way. So then I can go 1 mole, and they just like that follow along process. And so the issue is, so campus computers don't have Doceri on them, so you have to have Doceri on whatever computer you use to sync up. So that's the only thing. You do need to use your personal computer for this and your personal tablet.
Okay, so you've got these two synced by Wi-Fi. This is plugged in to whatever you call this thing, to the network, so that you can project it at the same time. That's how she's projecting it simultaneously for the class while also drawing on her iPad and recording it as a video for later.
Yeah. And these are nice to do at home too, which is just quick. You just hit the record and you're recording it. That way you can just follow up with students about something that they are really struggling with. Also, again, it's really awesome. You can just hit the record button if you're using it in lecture, and you can record pieces or the entire lecture and then upload it to your Canvas site later. So it's kind of a cool way for people that are absent, or if you know a student that has like a medical reason or something and you want to record for them, you just record the whole lecture and it's right there ready to go.
Spanish faculty Araceli Osorio shows how she used a ViewSonic display in the SRJC Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning to screen record an activity with her students. She opened a Word document, and her students used the built-in drawing tools to write on it, all while screen recording the activity for a video she'll use in her online class. Here's a clip from her recording.
Ar en el verbo y poniendo ando. Recuerden, son dos verbos. Excelente. Los niños están leyendo. Dos verbos. Gracias.
Now I'll show you the World Wide Whiteboard available in Canvas. It enables you to interact in real time online with students using a whiteboard canvas and chat box. The toolbar has options for drawing or putting text, equations, shapes, images, and other items onto the canvas. You can also drag and drop text, hyperlinks, images, and entire PDF files onto the canvas. In the chat area, users can type messages or turn on audio to talk using microphones. The menu bar has options to save or print your work on the whiteboard. You can also check out the whiteboard in Zoom screen sharing and an app called Explain Everything, which students can use to explain their work and share with the class, or submit privately to their instructor in Canvas. Thanks for watching! Watch more of our videos on YouTube by searching SRJC Distance Education. You can find our playlists, watch videos, like them, share them, subscribe, and add comments. Thanks for watching.